You ready to rank some PS1 light gun games?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to rank some PS1 light gun games? Roll the damn intro.
Welcome to Gaming Off the Grid. Boom shakalaka.
Alright, so here we are. We're fresh off the heels of our PS1 light gun buying guide.
Yes.
There's a lot of Sony going on in the game room right now, and we figured, what the hell? You guys seem to like when we rank things. So we're going to rank the PS1 light gun games that we have. We have most of them.
We have 11 of them.
So this is not all inclusive. We're missing Judge Dredd, Point Blank 1, Point Blank 2, and these are only US releases. So there's like the Ghoul Patrol or whatever the hell it's called.
A lot of PAL region stuff that we do not have because
so
we can't play it over here.
We got a lot.
So we got 11 of them. There's only 10 slots on the ranking thing, so we got 10 and 11 at the bottom.
Okay.
Let's just randomize pile. Let's just start with the first one. Crypt Killer.
The arcade port. Crypt Killer, Konami game.
Wow, okay, so this game...
I love the floating head guy.
Dude, yeah.
Floating head guy's cool.
Dude, and this game is like kind of in the House of the Dead style of just terrible, cheesy, but I would say worse than House of the Dead. And we love House of the Dead.
My favorite quote from you in this game is, they look like they're made out of paper.
They do! When you shoot them, they look like they're made out of paper.
They do.
This game is fun, but it's also terrible. Crypt Killer, I don't know, 6?
I think that's a good starting point. I mean, I you know, it's tough for me, like, you know, you use the word terrible.
Because it doesn't play terrible.
No, it is kind of cheesy. I think it's a good light gun game if you're a light gun game fan.
And you know what you are
you're
getting.
a B-grade horror fan.
Yeah, you know what
right?
you're getting into.
Yeah. I think that's a good starting point for Crypt Killer, but
yeah,
we're going to keep an open mind.
Yeah. We'll move stuff around.
Okay. I wish it was a cowboy, baby. I can smell a chick from a mile away. Whoa. Jesse James, the legend of Jesse James, Gunfighter. Ubisoft game. I'm not going to put all these up for display, but we'll leave a few of them up.
You like this game because of Cowboys. This game's fine, but I don't really like it.
It's in the style of Time Crisis. That's how it functions and operates, not on the level of Time Crisis.
The thing that gets me about the game is the timer that always is moving. Because you play through it and you're like, oh, this is fun, but then you get a game over and you're like, but I did good.
But Cowboys make me horny. So I gotta say this is probably like up there, like in probably 2?
You're thinking all the way up?
No,
okay,
that was a joke. Dude, I'm just tugging on you, dude. I'd say safe right now to just throw it in there in the 7 spot, maybe?
Okay, Gunfighter 7, I'm fine with that.
And we're gonna rearrange all this stuff as we go along, but okay. We're missing Point Blank 1 and Point Blank 2, so we don't know if those are better than this. But what we do have is Point Blank 3.
Oh, Point Blank 3. This game is incredible. It's so ridiculous. It's just a great party game.
It is.
It's so stupid. It's just mini games. Like, there's not even a story.
No, but it's fan freaking tastic. I mean, this is a game that I guess when I first seen it boot up, I was like, what? Come on. What's going on here? I don't think I'm going to like this.
I thought it was
a few
super
game
kiddie.
modes or a few battles. I was in love. This is an awesome game to throw on, even if you have a non-gamer around, and just shoot at the screen. Let's just have fun. It's really easy to explain. The contests are super fun. I think this has to starting point be up in the top 3.
I was thinking 2.
Yeah,
for Point Blank 3.
I would agree. I think that's a good spot for it. So a little unfair to Point Blank as a series. We have 2 entries from this series in our list, but we're just ranking the games that we have. Why would we rank something that we have not played? So, Time Crisis Project Titan.
Exclusive to the PS1, not even in the arcades.
No.
It's in the Time Crisis universe. This game is awesome.
On the inside cover, it's advertising Point Blank 3.
Whoa.
Maybe that means that it should be below Time Crisis or Point Blank 3. Man, this game's really awesome. The graphics are way more refined than the original.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm guessing this came out after, obviously, because Time Crisis was
my nostalgia for the first one's kind of I may lean there, but I could see how anybody would rather play this.
And I think, all the Time Crisis games have boss fights, but this game has, boss fights, more frequently, it feels like, and it's just... When I was playing this, I was like, dude, this is cool.
Yeah.
But all the Time Crisis games are cool. Project Titan, where do we put it?
It's got to be up there, in the top 5. It made our top 5 in our light gun video, so like, it's...
Project Titan is incredible.
I'd drop it to 3.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3.
Because I think that's where it fell, if I recollect where we put it in our top 5. So we got to do that. Okay. Midway Atari release, Maximum Force. There was a double cab, I believe, that had this and Area 51
which is a cool double cab.
Both this and Area 51 are done in a very similar style. It's that very live action art style, which is, for the time, was remarkable. Like, to think back to what we were dealing with and the graphical confines we were wrapped up in on the PlayStation 1 and Saturn and 64. It's pretty remarkable what they did.
It's cool.
On the PS1, however, Maximum Force in the arcade is pretty badass. It's badass on the PS1, but it's not the same level. It feels... It's a little loose.
Yeah, it doesn't feel as accurate. Yeah. It doesn't feel as tight. It feels a little sluggish.
It leaves you wanting, like, feeling like, dude, this looks so good and it should be so good.
Yeah, I feel like it was there, but they didn't quite do it. And I will give them points because you can use the GunCon and the Justifier. Yeah. So that's points there for Maximum Force.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Even using the GunCon or the Justifier, it feels that way. So it's not just the guns. Maximum Force, I don't know, 8?
Let's drop it in there for now.
8. Okay.
This one's going to be a tough one. So, Project Horned Owl. So, this is fairly new to us. Some of these we've had for a long time, some of them we haven't. This is a game put out by Sony, and it works with the Justifier, if memory serves me. And the game is really good. The accuracy is really good for what they're trying to do. You're playing as a mech.
Yeah, it's a mech.
So, you're shooting grenades and like rockets, and so gravity is an issue. You don't have that rapid fire, what you would expect from light gun games. It's a very slow and methodical pace. All you have to think about is think of a mech game meeting a light gun game, and you have Project Horned Owl.
And that's what it is, and it does it perfectly.
Yes.
But this is tough because it does it well.
Yeah, it's like...
But I'm a light gun game fan, and I'm used to the...
It's like the perfect marriage of but one of the people you don't like.
Yeah, and it's like...
And I'm not a fan of mech games as a whole. There's a few mech assaults that I like.
But the way they did it is so good.
Yeah.
So this is the problem, is like, it's a great game, but if we're ranking it on what we're going to play and what we like,
I think it's got to be kind of in that crypt killer gunfighter.
Should we put it
realm?
at 6?
Maybe.
I'm gonna put it at 6. Project Horned Owl at 6.
Owl Bundy.
Yeah, Owl Bundy.
How dare you say that to my face?
Well, I'd say it behind your back, but my car's only got half a tank again.
Time Crisis.
The original, the arcade port.
Unfortunate that they're only one player on the PS1. This and the other one that we talked about earlier.
Super weird that they do that.
I mean, what else is there to say? Duck and cover, Time Crisis. It does everything you want it to do. Plays really well on the PS1. It's not a 1-to-1 arcade port or anything.
No, it's not. It's not as polished as the arcade, but it's still freaking badass being able to play Time Crisis, the original, at home.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not the full cabinet without the foot pedal, but it's great. I'm 3.
Okay.
Put it up there with Project Titan, and then we decide later.
I'm okay with that.
Oh my goodness. Time Crisis, number 3.
Here comes a heavy hitter. From a price standpoint, from a quality standpoint. Elemental, Gearbolt, working designs, like a $230-ish game.
It's a double-decker sandwich of beauty.
Yeah, not double disc, but it's just in a double-decker.
Because the manual's so big.
Yeah.
This game is incredible.
Top shelf.
I'm not even a fan of RPGs, and there's RPG elements in this game. I'm not a fan of anime, and there's anime in this game.
Yeah, you get some expensive games sometimes where you're like, why? But with the low install base this game had, and the quality that's there,
and it's PS1 exclusive.
And you think about how many light gun games we've played, like on various consoles, various arcade cabinets. This is a very unique experience.
Yeah, I've never played anything like it, and I will say, like, we were talking about how Project Horned Owl is a little bit slow because it's a mech game. This game starts off a little bit slow. Like, you're moving slow, but the universe and the world they throw you in it feels like it's meant to be that way.
Yeah, you want to look at it.
Yeah, and also they're throwing coins and fairies, so you might be moving a little bit slow, but there's things to shoot at.
Yes, there's sensory overload in a way. There's like, how do I have time to shoot all this?
The music gives me goosebumps when I play it. This game is incredible. I couldn't stop playing it. I would love to beat this game. I've heard it gets really hard. Dude, I'm thinking 1.
man, as much as I love Point Blank, and the Point Blank series really does have a fighting chance. Its fun factor is through the roof, but this game is just a work of art. It really is.
It really is. It's a working design work of art.
Yeah.
Elemental Gearbolt, +1, and the tough part is it's so expensive. So like, this is the best light gun game on the PS1. Good luck playing it for $200+.
Yeah, that's the rough part, because I'm not disappointed that we got it and that we paid quite a bit less than that, but it wasn't cheap. Let's just put it that way. But it's awesome. So I'm glad we did. Die Hard Trilogy.
3 games in one.
Yeah, very cheap game. A game that feels to me like the light guns were tacked on at the end. I want to love this game, and a weird part of me, in a very shitty movie that you still kind of like type of way, does like this game. But the guns just do not work very well. Now, that being said...
It uses the Konami Justifier, so the GunCon does not work on it. And also, calibration, we could not figure it out. I remember, like, on the menu screen, it said, like, insert controller 2 to go to
select.
To go to options to calibrate. And it's like, we tried that, didn't work. And
you know, I will say this. This game is very forgiving. Meaning... it knows, I think, that the light gun support's pretty dodgy. So you're not going to be getting hit a lot. You have a lot of time to shoot the enemies. But the game just runs like ass on the PS1. It's very just slow.
It struggles.
And not slow in the way the game's moving slow. It's trying to do more than the game can do.
It can't handle because there's a lot going on in this game. Especially when you get, like, grenades or the rocket launcher where there's explosions and fire. It's just
when you get, like, the explosive shotgun shells and, like, the grenade launchers...
It's funny.
You feel like a badass. So I hate to shit on this game because there is fun to be had, but when you're comparing it up against the other contenders it's in the ring with, which this is the ring, by the way.
Wow.
This is the wrestling ring. This is definitely bottom of the barrel, and it could have been so damn good.
It was made by Fox, and it was the only light gun game they made.
Well, yeah, and Fox didn't make a lot of games, so that may be why it struggles.
And the Fox is also an animal, so maybe they don't know anything about light gun games. I'm thinking Die Hard 10-11, bottom slot.
I think so.
Just because, like, it's not quite there. It's still, like, if you're going to put in light gun games on the PS1, it's still fun to just put in and try.
Yeah.
But after a while, you go, okay, let's actually grind through something.
Yeah.
Die Hard 10-11. 2 left.
Okay, Area 51. An arcade game.
Wow.
Most of you probably know that. That's a notorious arcade shooter. Again, tying it back to Maximum Force, same family. Live action. Style of graphics, which are really cool and they're really funny. Like, I think the opening scene, the cop runs and he's like, jumps. It's awesome. And a fun little factoid, which we have not had a chance to prove yet. In the comment section, we heard that if the first 3 cops you shoot in the back, the game restarts and you have to play as aliens.
We don't know if that's true.
Confirm or deny. We don't know. But
the comment section told us, and I was like, whoa.
I mean, I guess I was trying to play the game well and not shoot the cops because I'm a good guy.
Because I'm a good Samaritan.
But this is a pretty good, decent to pretty good arcade port of Area 51. It runs pretty well on the PlayStation 1. There is a little bit of frame rate issues.
Especially when it loads the next scene and stuff. It kind of. But if you think about light gun games, you think House of the Dead, Time Crisis, Area 51, like it was a huge arcade hit.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, it's almost like you wish they would have, and there is an Area 51 game on PS2, but it's not the same situation. You almost wish these could have got like more love in that next generation. That's how I feel about this. This was released on the Sega Saturn as well. The PS1 version is superior for sure. Yeah. So good, but like it's just not quite there. So I hate to I love the game, so I would own this no matter what.
Yeah, this game is
wherever
great.
It ranks on this list. I think this is a must own if you're a light gun fan. But where does it go? I gotta feel like it's in that probably 6-7ish range for right now.
Should we put it at 6?
Yeah, because I definitely think it's better than the Jesse James Gunfighter.
Yeah.
I would rather play it over Crypt Killer and Project Horned Owl.
Yeah, but we'll discuss that later. Yeah. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah. We got one last game, and that's Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2.
Again, back to something the PS1 was really dabbling hard with, the live action graphics. I think a lot of people played this game either in the arcade or they remember playing it with the revolver-style Justifier on their Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis.
Which is so badass.
This is very, very close to one-to-one arcade ports of Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2. The first one, you know, it's like normal time, right? Bank robberies.
It feels like an 80s cop movie.
Yes.
And then the second one is Cowboys, baby. Full circle.
See? Here we go. This is an awesome collection. There's been several gamers I've talked to kind of offline, all this other stuff. They're like, holy shit, I didn't even know this existed. This for us is kind of like a holy grail in our collection. And it performs very well with the Konami Justifier. Probably some other third-party light guns as well. But for sure with that, if you get it dialed in and calibrated, this game runs really well.
It's so good. I will say this game is really hard. Make sure you turn the blood on. We mentioned that in our PS1 Life and Buying Guide. This game is great. I don't know. It's good. Should we put it at 4?
I think you drop it into 5 for right now. Because that's where it was.
Yeah, we got to think about, because we did a top 5, spoiler alert if you saw that. Now we got to make some decisions.
Let's hone in on this middle section, because that's where we have some
so I think
clog. We have a clog.
Line 6, Area 51 should stay. And we should bump these two down.
Okay. So we got a bump then. Let's think about this.
Well, I'll just drop these down for now.
Okay.
So Area 51, bam.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we got
So then I think right there, I think Crypt Killer stays.
Yeah, and bump Horned Owl and Gunfighter down. There's Gunfighter, Crypt Killer 7.
Okay. So this is a really tough one because this is just my opinion. You may differ. For me, I would rather Horned Owl's the better game. I would rather play Gunfighter than Horned Owl.
I will agree. Horned Owl is the better game. It does, but it's not the style of light gun game that I want to play.
I just don't really want to be a mech.
This is tough because the time in Gunfighter pisses me off.
Yeah. But it's so much like Time Crisis in its form factor.
And the ducking, and it's fun collecting cards that are your life.
Yeah.
So, so Horned Owl is the better game, but we're going to put it below Gunfighter.
This is what we want to play. This is how we're ranking it. People may feel different.
So now I feel like Maximum has to move down, too.
Absolutely. It's going bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. So, should we move Maximum Force all the way down to 10?
Yes.
10, 11? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, we're up here. We got 2 Time Crisis games. Which one's better?
I think, I like Time Crisis, the first one, better, and it's solely nostalgia talking. The better game, and I think anybody that would want to play one of these two would probably go with Project Titan. I think it has better boss battles. It's just more refined.
But, it's Time Crisis.
Yeah.
Both of them are amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like a lot of people don't know about Project Titan because it's PS1 exclusive.
And that maybe gives it some points because you can't play it.
It's kind of a hidden gem.
Yeah.
So should we jump Time Crisis down to 4?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel good about this list.
Is that our list?
Yeah.
All right, so 10, 11, we got Die Hard, the trilogy, and Maximum Force. Decent games that all of these, you should try them if you're light gun fans.
And a lot of them are really cheap. There's a few ones that climb up in price a little bit.
But Project Horned Owl, number 9, Gunfighter, number 8, Crypt Killer at 7, Area 51 at 6, Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2, 5, Time Crisis 4, Time Crisis Project Titan 3, Point Blank 3 at number 2, and then Elemental Gearbolt at number 1.
So we're missing, I think that's a good list. I'm good with locking that in.
That's good. These are so much fun.
We are missing what I think would be bottom of the barrel light gun game, Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I've read the reviews, and sometimes you can't trust the reviews, but a lot of people say the game is sluggish and it's glitchy, and it's based on a comic book. I don't really know.
Well, in the movie, Sylvester Stallone. How you doing? But Point Blank 1 and 2 as well, we do not own those. I have to think, just because of how much I like Point Blank 3, that this list would bump down quite a bit if we owned those games. I just don't know enough about them to rank them.
These are just the ones we own and have played.
Now, you better bet your ass we're on the hunt for those games, but until we get them...
We're going to get them.
Yeah.
Dude, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I just love light gun games because they're basically pick up and play.
Yep.
They're simple, and being able to play it at home, man.
And just quick fun, too. I mean, you can beat a lot of these games in a 20 to 30-minute session. Some of them
get your ass kicked in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
But
they're a lot of fun. You spend a little time on the setup side, but the playing side,
but it's so worth it. Speaking of worth it, let's talk about this beer by Drecker. This is the Garbage People, which I love that name.
Yeah.
This is a double IPA, and I love the can art. It's just chaos, lots of colors going on. What do you think?
Yeah, Drecker they're climbing the ranks.
Dude,
this
they're
is
so good.
We've had mostly sours, I feel like, and like smoothie sours from them.
And that stuff is incredible.
Yeah, top shelf for sure. But this is really, really good. I don't know that it's as good. I don't think this is in their wheelhouse as much as those smoothie sours are.
No.
I feel like there's several IPAs I've had that are as good, but this is damn good.
Yeah, this is a serviceable double IPA. It's delicious. It's got a good hop taste. It's creamy. It's smooth. I'm really enjoying this, but it's kind of just, you know, if you were to give this to me, I wouldn't know who it's from. I'd just be like, oh, that's a good IPA.
Yeah.
But it's hard when it's just that generic, like, double IPA.
Yeah.
It's good. It's enjoyable. But for, like, a title with garbage people, I was expecting, like, I don't know, more.
It tastes like trash.
More girth.
Yeah.
No, like, I don't know, more angst or
Yeah.
something. It's good. It's good. Drecker, so good. North Dakota.
Definitely quality. I don't know that you got to run out and grab this one. And to your point, I think I would be able to identify a smoothie sour from Drecker. Blind taste test. And be like, is that Drecker? I don't think I would feel that way with this brew. But I am enjoying it.
But it's still good. Yeah.
Probably an 8.5 out of 10 if I had to put it on a scale.
Still
it's
really
good.
good.
Yeah.
Just
for
like
sure.
the PS1.
Let us know in the comment section below, what do you think of our ranking of the PS1 light games that are in our collection? Reminder, we are missing the ones that we mentioned. So if you're like, well, Point Blank 1 should have been number 1, man. We haven't fucking played it, okay? So
every time we do a ranking video, someone has to bring up something that's not in the list.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it wasn't a contender.
Do you want us to make a ranking video of games that we don't have and haven't played? Would that be good? I don't know. I don't think it would be. This is all from firsthand playing the games that are in our collection, which is most of them. So anyway, we appreciate you tuning in, subscribing to the channel. Now run along, little kitties, and go play some light gun games on your PS1 on your granny's CRT in grandma's basement. And we'll see you next time right back here on the one and only Gaming Off the Grid. Pew pew. Are you ready to rank some PS1 light gun games?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to rank some PS1 light games? Roll the damn intro.
Light games?
That's what I said?
Yeah, you said light games.
From a price standpoint, from a quality standpoint. Eternal Gunbolt. Eternal Gearbolt.
Eternal. You didn't even say it right.